Today let us discuss a new topic, that is angular momentum. What is angular momentum? Angular momentum is the rotational counterpart of linear motion. When we discuss the rotational motion, the role of linear momentum is played by angular momentum. Moment of is usually notated by r cross. So moment of linear momentum means r cross p. Suppose p is the expression for linear momentum. Angular momentum can be written as r cross p. So this relationship with distance, that is r cross, is known as the moment of. So moment of force is r cross f. Moment of linear momentum is r cross p, like that. So it is related to rotational motion. So angular momentum is the rotational equivalent of linear momentum. Okay, let us examine the motion of a particle. So a particle is, suppose a particle is performing a rotational motion like that. Okay, so when we observe the motion of the particle at a particular instant, suppose at any particular point, the direction of its linear momentum is given by tangent at that point. So at this point, the direction of the linear momentum is given by this p. So what will be the direction and magnitude of the angular momentum? Okay, suppose r is the displacement from the origin, then r cross p. So L, its direction is along the z axis. Okay, then this L will give you the expression for angular momentum. Okay, I represent this bold letter for a vector quantity. So angular momentum is a vector, displacement is a vector, and P for linear momentum, it is also a vector. So R cross P. This R cross is known as moment of. So angular momentum is moment of linear momentum. That is L is equal to R cross P. P is nothing but linear momentum. Its magnitude is m into v. Okay. So at any point, the direction of the angular momentum is given by tangent at that point. Suppose a body is undergoing a rotational motion. Okay, angular momentum, torque, etc. will be relevant for rotational motions. So when a object is undergo a rotational motion, it has an angular momentum and is given by L is equal to R cos P. So what is R cross P means? In magnitude, L is given by Rp into sine theta, where theta is the smallest distance between R position vector and the momentum. So this is theta. Okay. So this is P and this is R. So the angle between these two is given by theta. So this L is given by Rp into sine theta. So that is the expression for angular momentum. So we already discussed that angular momentum is a vector quantity. So it should have a direction also. Its magnitude is already given by L is equal to R into P into sine theta, or R cross P. R cross P means its magnitude is given by Rp into sine theta, and its direction is given by right hand thumb rule. So suppose this is the direction of the thumb. Curl your fingers in the direction of R into the direction of P. So here curl your fingers in the direction from first vector to second vector. Here first vector is the position vector R. Then second vector is the momentum vector P. So curl your fingers. So when you Fold your fingers in the curling direction from the direction of R to the direction of P in the smallest angle. Okay, with thumb is in the perpendicular direction, then the thumb will give you the direction of angular momentum. Suppose this is the direction of R and this is the direction of P, then R cross P. This is applicable for any curl of any two vectors. In first you put your fingers in the direction of the first vector and turn it into the direction of the second vector in the smallest angle. You have two angles. So this is the first vector direction and this is the second vector direction. So this is the smallest angle. Okay. So this curl your fingers in the direction of the second vector in the smallest angle. Then the perpendicular thumb. The thumb will be in the perpendicular direction and this will give you the direction of the angular momentum. Using this rule, you can find out the direction of angular momentum easily using R and P. Angular velocity is usually notated by the letter omega. And angular momentum is notated by the letter capital L, is angular momentum. So angular velocity and angular momentum are vector quantities and they have both magnitude and direction. The direction of the angular velocity and angular momentum are perpendicular to the plane of rotation. So this is the plane of rotation. So we know that this is the direction of angular momentum. So this angular momentum and the plane of rotation is always perpendicular. Angular momentum and the plane of rotation or the plane where the particle is moving are always in the perpendicular direction. Okay. അതായത് R cross P എന്ന് പറയുന്നതാണ് ആംഗുലർ മൊമെന്റം. അപ്പൊ ഇത് Z ഡയറക്ഷൻ ആംഗുലർ മൊമെന്റത്തിന്റെ ഡയറക്ഷൻ ആക്കി എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ പാർട്ടിക്കിൾ മൂവ് ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്ലെയിൻ ഏതായിരിക്കും? ഈ പ്ലെയിൻ ആയിരിക്കും. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ ഈ പ്ലെയിനും ഈ പാർട്ടിക്കിൾ മൂവ് ചെയ്യുന്നതും എന്തായിരിക്കും? പെർപെൻഡിക്കുലർ ഡയറക്ഷനിലായിരിക്കും. ഇതിന്റെ ഈ പ്ലെയിനിന്റെ പെർപെൻഡിക്കുലർ ഡയറക്ഷനിലാണ് ആംഗുലർ മൊമെന്റം ഉണ്ടാവുക. So angular momentum is a vector quantity describing an object in circular motion. Its magnitude is equal to the momentum of the particle and the direction is perpendicular to the plane of the its circular motion. So its magnitude is the product of the position vector and the momentum. R and P is the magnitude. Rp sin theta is the magnitude and direction is in this direction. Okay, it is perpendicular to the direction of rotation of the or motion of the object. L can also write as L is equal to I into omega. I is the moment of inertia. And let us discuss about the unit of angular momentum. We know it is a moment of linear momentum, so it is distance into the unit of momentum, that is m into v. So it is kilogram meter square per second. It is the unit of angular momentum. So the unit of linear momentum is kilogram meter square per second. Now let us derive an important relation which is connecting torque and angular momentum. So we know that the angular momentum is given by moment of linear momentum, that is R plus P, where P is the linear momentum of the particle and R is the position vector. So when we differentiate this equation, you will get dl by dt is equal to d by dt of R plus P. So when we differentiate this partially, first we differentiate R taking P as a constant plus make R as a constant and differentiate with respect differentiate P with respect to T. Okay, so first we differentiate R making P as a constant, then we differentiate P making R as a constant. So when we do that, you will get dr by dt cross P plus R cross dP by dt. So what is dr by dt cross P? What is dr by dt? It is nothing but the velocity. What is P? It is mv. So here v cross v. Okay. When two vectors uh, form a cross product, its result will be 0. So v and v are in the same direction. So mv square into sine cross is sine. The angle between this is 0, sine 0. So the total answer is 0. So dp by dr by dt cross p is equal to 0. So what will be our equation? dl by dt is equal to so this term vanishes and dl by dt is equal to r cross dp by dt. So what is dp by dt? It is rate of change of linear momentum. So rate of change of linear momentum is nothing but the force. So dl by dt is equal to r cross f. So we will get dl by dt is equal to r cross dp by dt. What is dp by dt? It is nothing the rate of change of linear momentum. Rate of change of linear momentum is nothing but a force. So dl by dt is equal to r cross f, where dp by dt is the same force applied on the particle. Sorry, r cross. So dl by dt is equal to r cross f. So what is r cross f? It is the moment of force. Moment of force is nothing but the torque. So torque is given by dl by dt equal to r cross f. dl by dt is rate of change of angular momentum is given by the moment of the force r cross f given by force. Here dl by dt is the rate of change of angular momentum. It is given by r cross f. It is nothing but torque. So torque, what is torque? It is the rate of change of angular momentum, or torque is defined as the rate of change of angular momentum. The unit of torque is Newton meter. Newton is the unit of force and meter is the unit of Newton meter is the unit of torque.